The discipline of the military is one of the most beautiful things to watch while it is in play. It is about syncing your mind with your body all at the same time. You've got to think and also move in step. I just love to watch what is going on here. And just from watching the marching in play, it is very obvious that mindset change has already happened. And it goes without saying that as far as this nation is concerned, and maybe we could even talk about East Africa, National Water and Sewerage Corporation has just broken every record there is. If you may, they've just shredded the record book, because what we see here happening is groundbreaking and record breaking. I doubt that you can get out of this nature of training only to go back and get late for work. If that ever happened, then we are talking of contradictions. I think that the managers and supervisors seated here are going to have a very easy time managing this lot, given the level at which their minds have been upped, and if you may, also been reorganized. Because in these kinds of courses, the first on the meal table is unlearning. And once the instructors have taken you through a level and process of unlearning what was your problem, then the vacuum that they have created is where they impart new knowledge. And in many ways, the new knowledge sticks with you for the rest of your life. I have also noted that quite a number have lost a few kilograms of their original weight. So if you see anyone here, then imagine them before the training. They were a little heavier. They've just gotten themselves a weight that is good enough to take them into their new lease of life, if you may. Let's continue enjoying these beautiful tunes, sights and sounds as we celebrate National Water and Sewerage Corporation. I was a little while ago.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Today is the 2nd of December 2022. My name is Michael Jordan Lukumwa, and we are coming to you live from Kololo Independence Grounds, Kololo Ceremonial Grounds. Today, as the National Water and Sewerage Corporation are celebrating 50 years of their existence. Our National Water and Sewerage Corporation of the nation is celebrating 50 years of existence since this inception of the institution in 1972. It was incepted in 1972 and it's 50 years today. They are celebrating 50 years and the event is being held here at Kololo Independence Grounds. We expect His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni as chief guest, and the parade is already taking position. Guests are already here and we're waiting for His Excellency the President. We're going to talk to Mr. Amayo. He's the organizing committee. He's the chair of the organizing committee of this event, to get to know more about what we should expect today and what the 50 years mean to their institution. Sir, good morning.
The 50 years.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Yes, you're live on UBC TV. Remind us about your name briefly.
I'm Engineer Johnson Amayo, the Deputy Managing Director, National Water and Sewerage Corporation, in charge of technical services.
We are so glad to have you on UBC.
Yeah.
50 years of National Water and Sewerage Corporation. Give us a brief history of the institution.
National Water and Sewerage Corporation was formed in 1972, and that was a result of a study which was done where it was understood that it is better to have corporate bodies. Prior to that, we used to have water facilities being managed by municipal authorities. So because of the inefficiencies arising out of the fact that water revenue would be diverted for other purposes, the study suggested that there was a need to have a corporate body. So National Water was formed. We started with the 3 towns of Kampala, Entebbe and Jinja. So that was in 1972. Now we remained 3 towns up to 1987. And you remember that period of 1972 onwards, 70s, was a period of economic challenges. The Uganda government went through the economic war, and there was a lot of degradation of infrastructure. Service delivery was a problem, and therefore much was not achieved during that period. Now, come 1980s, when the NRM government came into office, in 1987 there was the project called 7 Towns Water Project, which saw the towns of Mbale, Tororo, Masaka and Mbarara brought on board, and National Water grew to 7 towns. And that was purely a period of reconstruction and rehabilitation. So we are able to achieve a lot of milestones there. 1990s, we saw more towns coming on board. Lira came on board, Gulu came on board. And over the years, we have grown to now 263 towns. And we now have a national character. Now, in the 1990s, the focus was more on setting a stronger legal frameworks. And that's when the Water Act was enacted, and also National Water Act was also enacted. The law enabled, gave National Water powers and a mandate to be able to operate commercially, and at the same time taking into consideration the social equity. Be commercial, but also think about those who cannot afford. So that was a period of institutional strengthening and putting the right legal frameworks. Now, 1920s, we entered into a regime, a period of commercialization.
1920s?
2000. Okay. From 2000 onwards, that decade 2000 to 2010, it was really a period of commercialization. Reforms, there was a lot of reform done, and we started behaving as a private, more like a private company. So if you see the way National Water does business, it is purely because there was a lot of reform, there was a realization that the institution need all different competencies. Engineers, we needed to have to have the commercial people, marketeers, accountants. So institutional strength was enhanced, and the corporation has been able to achieve a lot up to now. So in 1910 onwards, we have had accelerated infrastructure, a lot of infrastructure. So this occasion is to showcase what we have been able to achieve over the 50 years.
Okay.
And under the different whatever.
That's where I was going. So you have shown us a picture of where you have come from to where you are now, that you have actually commercialized broadly. In as far as MDGs are concerned, the goals, international goals of accessibility to clean water, that is one of the reasons as to why you exist.
Yes.
Out of 100, how much have you scored 50 years down the road in ensuring that at least all Ugandans can access clean and safe water?
I will put ourselves at over 80, because why? We still have work to do. As of now, we are able to supply water to 80% of the population in the areas where we are operating.
You said 200 towns.
263 towns.
263 towns. We have over 200 districts. You get? So if you're only giving 200 towns, is that really 80% of you?
We have about 140 districts, but you need to also understand that we operate where we are mandated to. So the minister under the law declares an area as an authority and also appoints an authority to manage it. So National Water, by our nature operation, we operate where the minister has mandated us to operate. We also have the umbrella organization under the ministry which takes care of facilities which are outside our area of operation. Currently we're in 97 districts and we're in 263 towns.
What does it take for a district to qualify to receive your services?
There is a process that we go through. There are guidelines which are developed, and for a district or a facility to be transferred to National Water, the minister must declare it. There are different ways this can happen, and in some of the cases it is the minister of water, rather the district authorities, who can make a request to the minister, and this is evaluated and the ministers are advised on what to be done. So that's how these institutions can come on board. Yeah.
Now with this entertainment, we may not be heard clearly. Let us give the entertainers a chance. I'll get back to you and we talk more. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. His name is Engineer Amayo. He's the Deputy Managing Director, National Water and Sewerage Corporation. We are referring you to have a glimpse of the entertainment moving on here as we continue with the event. My name is Michael Jordan Lukomwa. I'm part of a very big team that is here to give you this event to the end. Thank you so much for watching. It's UBC TV, inspiring Uganda.
What Gano makuju. Gano abagaza kawaruzi bagarava. Wala abagaza kawaruzi bagarava. Mama mwatwala waruzi mwatwale. Wala everyone. Banaka makuju. Gano abagaza kawaruzi bagarava. Gano mwatwala waruzi mwatwale. Mwabuke waruzi mwabuke. Gano banaka makuju. Gano makuju. Yes.
I think Indere deserves another hand clap. Very good. Parade commander. Oh, you hadn't taken over. Yet I wanted to allow your parade to relax.
Hello. One. General.
My senior brother, General Kulaije, some of us are coming to these things for the first time. For the benefit of those of us who are experiencing this for the first time, when we talk of parade, what do we mean?
Now first wait for that one to go on. That is the second in command, preparing to receive the commander.
Weka silaha begani.
Jambo sa.
Parade commander Walite yiko tayari kwa uongozi wa kwako.
The parade second in command deserves our salute. A clap for her. That's the beauty this government brought. Ladies do what men do. Parade commander unaruhusiwa kukalisha parade chini kwa muda. Hello. When you are dealing with civilians, there are certain things that become exceptional. You have never seen a parade sitting down, but National Water being the maiden civilian organization to have a grand parade, I have granted them that exemption. After all, they have already surpassed our expectations. Someone was asking me, parade commander, twice, adjutant, what are these? And what's a parade anyway? Now, when you have an assembly of people without order, without leadership, is a gang. When you have a formal leadership elected, that's an association. But when you have people under command coming together for a purpose, and the purpose being drills, that's a parade. It's not any coming together, but coming together for drills. Now, the drills could be either for celebration, commemoration, or actually sending off a member who has gone to the Lord. The bottom line, it must be organized.